Bright Sounds Travelers, Sean here with an All the Nerdy Fun, and in this video, we're going to be talking about Savis Workshop and building your own lightsaber in Galaxy's Edge. So if you're going to be visiting Galaxy's Edge anytime soon and you want to build yourself a lightsaber, there's a couple of things you need to know before you get to Galaxy's Edge. Number one, you got to make sure that you make an appointment. Even though you can make a reservation for the cantina or to make a droid, you can walk up, wait, and enjoy that experience. With the lightsaber, however, they can only do 12 people at a time. It's timed, so unless you make a reservation, it's incredibly unlikely that you're going to be able to get in and make a lightsaber, at least while the attraction is still new. So if you want to do it, make sure you head over to the Disney website, book a time for yourself, and, enjoy. The first thing that they're going to have you do when you get there, they're going to give you 4 menus with 4 different types of lightsabers. Depending on what kind of theme you choose will be dependent on what pieces you have to make your hilt. There's elemental nature, so there's a lot of teeth and leather. It looks like you scavenge for those things, and you made it out in the wild. There's protection and defense, which is what I made. It's something that a temple guard or a Jedi Knight would have. I usually am tanks whenever I play a video game, card game, something like that. So that's why I lean towards this one. There's power and control, which looks like it's a Sith one. It's a Sith one. It's black and dark gray and red accents. It's very sharp edges, and it's edgy. It's as edgy as the Sith are. And there's peace and justice. It looks a lot like Obi-Wan or Anakin's lightsaber. Once you've chosen which type of lightsaber you want to make, you're brought into this room. The gentleman who is kind of working in Savi's shop, the person giving the presentation, goes over the different types of lightsabers and the different types of crystals that you can have. So you can choose red, green, blue, or purple, and goes over the different people throughout the canon, movies and TV shows, books that have had those types of crystals and those types of lightsabers. And then the assembly begins. It only takes about 10 or 15 minutes for the entire experience to actually happen, from when you go in there, assemble your lightsaber, get the spiel, everybody, lights them up. My fiance took a couple pictures. I'll see if she can send them to me so I can go ahead and add them onto this, and then you're done. Congratulations, you now wield unlimited power. But I'm sure all of you have watched a whole bunch of other videos and read a bunch of blogs and all that kind of stuff on what the experience is. So why don't I show you guys a closer look at this, break it down, and we'll kind of go from there. As far as my overall impressions go, I had a great time. I mean, 6-year-old Sean always wanted a green lightsaber, so I made a green lightsaber. You can buy white and yellow crystals in the store. I should have bought myself a yellow one because it really would have went well with this, but I'm happy with the green that I chose. But let's break it down and build it back up. So here are all the individual pieces that actually make the lightsaber. When you first go in there and you are given your workstation, you are given this hilt. You can see all these little connectors on here, some screw lines, things like that. And then you are given a tray that has 2 of each of these types of pieces. You can choose between all of those, so you can put some different combinations together depending on which kind of route you choose. And you are also presented with your crystal. So they go around the room and ask you what color you would like. Before you choose what color, they have you close your eyes and kind of, picture it in your mind's eye. What does your heart tell you? How do you feel? All that fun stuff. So like I said before, 6-year-old Sean loved green. Green was my favorite color. Still probably is my favorite color. And Return of the Jedi was the first Star Wars movie I ever saw. Luke had a green lightsaber. It was very cool. So that's why I chose it. So, to begin assembly, you go ahead and you take your crystal and you kind of jam it in here. So you hear that humming sound, so that means that everything's connected, and now you can see these little LEDs are blinking. So we know that it's up and running. Now the next step is to kind of get the button, so the activator. So these little pieces right here, you can see a blue on in there and a red on in there. So all you have to do is line them up, and they clamp together with magnets. Magnets are fun. So because there's no blade to activate it, you get that sound. So as long as your blade is not on there and you try to turn it on, that's the sound you're going to get. Now, the next, you have the 2 pieces that are going to kind of make up the handle. So you see this kind of thicker gold piece, that's where the screws are. So you're going to go ahead and get in there and twist it, get it nice and tight, and then the other one, same thing. You can choose which one you want to be on the top and which one you want to be on the bottom. With the teardrop for the activator, I wanted to have kind of these gold accents up top, just so it would all kind of line up. I could take some better care to make sure these guys line up, but this is just for the purpose of me showing you guys how this works. Now at the bottom, you have this guy here. I'm wondering if this little washer guy at the bottom, you could buy like a little belt holster. That way you could wear it on your belt like you would, well, like all the Jedis actually do in the movies. And then we got the top. I chose this guy. Let's go ahead and screw that on. So, nice, quick, easy. It has a good weight to it. Like, it weighs a few pounds. I would say this probably weighs, just this weighs 4 or 5 pounds. I was also shocked with how large the actual, get that to sit. I was also shocked with how long the blade was. So I didn't know what I was expecting when we were going to Galaxy's Edge. I knew that we wanted to build a droid. I knew that we wanted to build a lightsaber. And, you know, maybe get some souvenir cups, mugs from the cantina. I did not pack accordingly. But luckily, TSA lets you just take this bad boy on as your carry-on instead of like a backpack. So you go ahead and clip it in there. You hear that noise, twist it, and now it's assembled. So just closer to the mic for folks who want to get a good listen to that. When you hear that clicking noise, it's either being, the blade is either being put in or taken out. All you have to do if you want to unscrew it is press down, and then twist, and then pull. And then ignite. So I know that the green is difficult to see with the camera. That's why I kind of wanted to put it up against the green screen and on this black TV tray here. The dog is very intrigued by the lightsaber. She does not like it. But let me go ahead and turn off the light and get maybe a better look at the green. Let's go ahead and give me 1 sec. So here we are in the dark now. You can kind of see the lightsaber. You can see the blade here. Now let's go ahead and... Now you can get a better look at that green there. Dog's going crazy, so apologize for the background noise. Bless you, Maisie. I can't keep her out, and why would I? She's adorable. But this is the complete product. I would say, you know, I don't really have a frame of reference. I know that there are a lot of lightsabers that you can build and buy that are hundreds or even over $1,000. But for $200 in the experience of building your very own lightsaber, I say it's well worth the price. Do I know what I'm going to do with a $200 lightsaber toy as a, you know, a 31, almost 32-year-old man? I do not. But am I very happy that I bought it because the child in me was so happy to be there? You bet your ass I was. So that's it. If you guys like these types of videos, please be sure to like it. Make sure to subscribe to All the Nerdy Fun to get updates on when we put out more content. Why don't you check out the podcasts? Board with Friends is a hobby gaming and board gaming review show. Critical Failure, a bunch of people that don't really know how to play D&D do it anyways, and it's fun. I'm working on getting the podcast up on YouTube for folks that don't want to listen on your favorite podcast services. But let me know if you want me to make more videos like this. I had a great time in Galaxy's Edge, and I would love to share it. But until next time... I forgot what I was going to say. I was just so happy. See ya.